put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure. Limit that return. Looking for space, it's Peoples. Not a lot of room there, give him a couple to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Tsia. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Flying down the right side. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the... break, the bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air, it's Tsia. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the first drive, man, both teams, they want to set the tone for the football game. The offense drove the ball down the field with some good success, but where it matters most, when you start to get in this area, the defense finds a way on 2nd down to get the big sack. Big 3rd down coming on this first drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. Turning it on. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. From the gun. Give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. With the catch, it's Moore. Tackled there by the defense.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quickly complete. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. Sneak gets it done.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Tsia. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. One more snap coming before halftime. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They want to throw it. Rushes on him. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end. With these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt.
Wants to fire on second down. Working that left side now. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down.
Well, the best goal line and red zone offenses are always the ones that can run the football. And here's an opportunity for this offense, down close to the goal line late, see if they can punch one in and take a commanding lead.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Tsia. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. He's got it. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Well, where was that play when they needed it earlier in this game? I mean, they've just had no pulse offensively. They have not been able to threaten this defense at all, throwing it or running it, and they make a great play there, but, man, this game's almost over. That's too late.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Tsia. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted.
And that's kind of what this offense is.